Hi guys, this is Anne again, and this is part 2 of the video that I was explaining about the no Viagra juice when I was making the avada stew. So if you look in my previous video, you can see where I introduce it. And this is a no Viagra juice, and this is also a healthy drink. This is also good for a lot of people, who are finding it difficult to have nutrients, per day and go along with, feeling themselves, or if they're not eating properly or whatever. This juice is very good. It does so many things, but I got some secret ingredients here today that I'm going to add to it, that make the no Viagra. Some say magnum, some call it magnum when you don't add certain things to it, but here I'm going to put a lot of things, additional things in it, where it is good and healthy. Yes. This is an alcoholic drink, so for those who do not take alcohol, you can use malt instead. But for me personally, Guinness is good for you, and it is rich in iron and all of them stuff. So you can just look up and see what your health benefits are in each individual stuff here. And as for the secret ingredients, it's herbs, basically, like roots, different types of roots to help with the system, with the body. So it's a very quick procedure where I have to start very quick procedure where it's very quick and simple. I start by adding my nourishment. I prefer to take off my lid so we don't get create a foam and not having enough of stuff. So I have here my nourishment, and I've got some carnation, right? So you want to make sure that you utilize your ingredients, because your measurement, it's down to you and the quantity. So I like to add all liquid ingredients before I start adding the powder one. So that's some bit of vanilla, and some concentrated roots, herbs, and sorry, let me just clear as I go, because it's a very quick and simple drink. And I'm adding here my sweetened condensed milk, because I'm having the blender full. So, and the Guinness it's got that biterish taste. So for me personally, I don't like the biterish taste in drink and the herb as well. So I just add a little bit of extra, I just add a little bit of condensed milk to change the taste of those biterish tastes. So this is where you want to get all in. So I'm using 2 Guinness today according to my portion. Sometimes I use 1, sometimes I use 2, but if I use 2, it will be enough for this portion that I'm doing. And yes, and we are a little more nourishment. More nourishment. Okay, so pour all that in. Wooden spoon. Here you want to make sure that the film, the foil around the Guinness is not getting into your drink. So what I normally do is just turn it a bit so that the foil locked in. And for this process, I like to lean it. When you lean it, when you're pouring it, you don't create too much foam. And you get it all in without any big disaster. So that's number one Guinness gone in. As I said, just turn it to lock in the foil, because I'm using Nigerian Guinness because it's a better Guinness to use. I prefer to use Nigerian Guinness. It's got more of everything in it. I'm using 2. Yeah. And be aware that this is an alcoholic drink. So if you know you're gonna drive, each one has got 7.5% alcohol. Yeah, so in total that's 15% alcohol. Yeah, in this entire thing. So if you know you're gonna drive, you have to watch your alcohol intake. And here we go for the mixed spice, like nutmeg, a bit of cinnamon, you know, which is healthy for you. And I've got here some oats. We don't want to, the reason why I choose to use this amount of oats, because I don't, when it settles, it becomes very thick. So when you transfer it into bottles and stuff, you have to be careful what kind of bottle you transfer it into. Okay, if it's a glass bottle and you put too much oats in there, it's going to be hard to come out. So I normally reserve my water bottle. You know, when you're having your water bottle, if you're going to share it with friends, be aware that you don't drink from the bottle before you use it. You pour it out, pour the water in a glass and reserve those bottles, and then you sterilize them with, you know, you wash them properly, even though they've already been, you know, not been used like that. But I like to rewash my stuff. And you reserve the water bottles, which is good, because when you put them in the water bottle, you don't really need to take out a whole bottle out of the fridge to change the temperature. You just take out one, maybe pour out some in a glass, and you know that's mine are always 500 ml bottle, and I just pour half of that into one of these glasses. So one 500 ml bottle give you 2 glasses of drink. So this is the oats I'm gonna add. I'm gonna add all that portion, and we're gonna add, this is another set of mixed seeds and stuff. So those who have allergies to nuts, be aware that these ingredients might contain nuts, because this is like different types of some people would say cereal type, herbs, mixed cereal, or herbs, not herbs, nuts and stuff we grind, because in the same Vitamix blender, because I use a Vitamix blender, as I told you in the video, because it's quick and easy. You see, Vitamix is very, very time, you know, efficient for me, because it don't let me sit down blending for forever. So I've got my glass ready with my ice, because as I said, it's a quick and easy blender. See, with my Vitamix blender, I just pop on the lid, and once you close it tight, nothing will come out, nothing will pop out. And it just needs it don't need like 5 minutes or so. No, I'm gonna show you how quick this blender works, because we've got different grades from 1 to 10, but because this already, and most of it is liquid, I don't need to start off from 2 or 3 to break it down. I just need to get to the point where I'm gonna blend it between 7 and 10. So when I start off, for you, it's gonna make a little bit of noise, but you're gonna see how quick my drink is being completed. So here we go. making sure that the plug is on. So we're not gonna do on pulse, we're gonna do straight. So it's on number 7, see, 0 now, from number 1, now I turn it to 7, and we push up, right? We're gonna move it now, just a few seconds, and then we're gonna move it now to full blast, just for a few seconds, yeah, say maybe less than 10 seconds, and here we go, and then our drink is complete. So number 10, yeah, couple seconds, we can count it down, yeah. So let's ready. You don't have to hold the lid either, so let's count down, yeah. Sorry, I made a mistake right there, because when the force of the arm, because there's no solids in it, the force of the blender, the force of the lid, you have to ensure that the lid is covered properly, which I didn't. I didn't, unfortunately, because I'm focusing on the video, and I'm focusing on the video. But let me quickly do this before I clean up my area, yeah. So because I don't want the thing to stay in there for too long. So let's go quickly. And your drink is finished. So that is the no Viagra juice, where I need to quickly clean up this area, you know, wherever milk pour, you got some little snow, need a wet thingy to complete this quickly, yes. And then we're gonna pour in the glass, and then our no Viagra juice is completed. So as I said, with the Vitamix, you have to make sure your lid cover properly, because it's very, very quick. And because the blender is full, I didn't even realize, because I'm focusing on the video, so I didn't realize that the one side of the lid here was not down. It is important that you do it. You'll make mistakes along the way. Later on, I finish cleaning up my blender, putting it back here. But let's get to the main point, where we taste. Right, so that's it. Ooh. Normally I prefer like putting it on the fridge and allowing it to cool by itself, rather than using ice to get the natural taste in it. But today I'm doing it like this. So that's the no Viagra juice. Let me take you out, like, I have a look in the blender. See, it's all blend. There's nothing there to, you know. We say it turn up. You can taste the herb, because it's concentrate. You can taste the herb in it, but it's not strong. Nice, beautiful. Yes, this one even is good for especially those grown men, elder men, you know, who don't really like to eat everything. You know, this one keep them going. If they have to do farming, they'll get going with the farming. If they have to do construction, whatever it is, they will get going with it, because the amount of, you know, nutrients in it, and